wicked homo. Oh, you're such a wicked fag. You're going to jail today, man. Nasty. I forgive you as a Christian, but you attacked an old lady? That's different than coming up to a man. You put out on a senior citizen, you dirty dog.
I didn't assault him.
You did.
Hold him.
So you're going to take me to jail?
If you want to press charges, I'm taking you to jail. That's right.
Good.
He used words. You used your hands.
Good.
There's a difference there.
Good.
I don't want to press charges. I don't want to.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm a nice Christian. I forgive you.
It doesn't matter, man.
But leave the old lady alone, man. You just slapped me and I turned the other cheek and I'm the bad guy. Okay, whatever. That guy clearly has daddy issues. A lot of homos have father issues. Their dads hate their guts. This guy wasted a perfectly good thing of food, too. There were some homeless people that could have used that food, but what did he do? He threw it on the ground. Do you guys know why Jesus died? Do you know why Jesus died? Listen to the policeman.
Arrest that guy.
You guys need to learn your alphabet. We don't want to hear about your ignorance. We don't want to hear about your ignorance. We're professing love. We're professing love. The Lord Jesus Christ is love.
This is
love
not love.
Jesus Christ.
This is pure
Not
ignorance
yourself,
on a
God.
microphone.
Not the ones the first and second commandment said you break every day. Your alcoholism, your drug addiction, your tight clothing, your love for nothing. Who do you love? Who do you love? You love your alcoholism. Who do you love? I'm here to stand and point. I'm not pointing at anybody. And you must feel some sort of conviction. You're living in some sin. You're living in some sin, and what? Nothing. You're going to face the Almighty God, Father, Jesus Christ. Like it or not, He is the truth and the way. But you all want to hear a fantasy story. Go read your little Santa Claus story. That's not real. It's a lie. Open up your Bible. Listen to your 10 Commandments. The first 2 commandments are ignored every single day. Ladies, go kneel down and cry out to the Lord. That's what you need to do every single day. You need to recognize that you are a sinner. You need to repent. Oh, wow.
Thief, trying to steal my sign. What a thief.
Just leave it. Just leave it alone.
Faggot, go. Faggot. Chill.
You're an asshole.
Don't engage with. Don't engage with these people. They're disgusting, reprehensible, horrible human beings.
But that's between them and their supposed love of God. I can't. I tried. I got.
Oh, wow.
These guys come every year, and every year Civil Affairs ties my hands and says if they're on the sidewalk, I can't do anything about it.
All of us, except for those people. If you're in the city,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You want to give me a hug in front?
No. That's the type of stuff they respond to. So.
Well, yeah, because you don't even know how to, guide your household. That's true. God made Adam first and then Eve. Hold on. Ask him for permission. I don't want to talk to you unless he gives you permission. Well, it's true. I'm trying to be respectful to her husband. He didn't say you can talk, so ask him. Ask him permission or do what this man says and actually go. Which is a little interesting because you'll listen to this man but not that one. That's interesting.
Merry Christmas, man.
Why is that?
You're really great. Jesus loves
Why would
you,
you,
dude.
back up, faggot.
loves
Why
you.
would you listen to this man?
Jesus loves you. Merry Christmas.
Come on. The cops will be all over you. The cops will be all
Why
over
would you listen to this man who's not your husband? But it makes no sense. Oh, I forgive you too, but you're a bad woman.
We're having a conversation. I'll
I'm here all
You're
day.
worthless, actually.
Okay, so listen. God wants you saved.
Oh, I love you too, and I just want you to learn the word submission. This year for Christmas, I want you to submit. How about a Revelation 3:16? I'd rather you hot or cold. If you're lukewarm, I'll spew you out of my mouth. See, that's the problem. Too many of you women don't know your place. This is the problem with Philadelphia and also America, is not enough women know their places.
I do not want to press charges, man, on that one individual that one time. Yes, ma'am. He slapped me, I let it go. No big deal. I'm not bleeding, I'm okay, man.
Somebody's going to injure you, Pastor Aden.
Many of you would rather listen to your boss.
At some point I will press charges, you're right, at some point I will. I just feel like in the Christmas giving spirit, so I just let it go. You know, but at some point I will press charges, ma'am, yeah. Yeah, yes, especially if they attack the women or children. I'm pressing charges 100% of the times on that.
But are you injured?
I'm not injured, ma'am. I'm okay. Thank you, ma'am.
God made Adam first and then Eve.
Somebody had told me earlier.
Hell, you want to talk about Christmas and even commercialize it? Santa Claus is a man, and even he has his wife in check. Even she's at home while he's out around the world working. Thank you. One man who takes care of his family. At least, I don't know. If your wife's working, that's all. Well, that's how it is. Jesus Christ is male. God is a man. Ariana Grande is a hoe and she doesn't know, all that. God's a woman. That's false. If God was a woman, then it would make sense of all the holidays that, it's hot, cold, this, that, women's emotions are everywhere. A matter of fact, the Bible says it's a curse for a woman to be in charge. It's a curse. Thank God for a man inside the White House, not a woman. Thank God, it just wouldn't work. Don't be scared, you're single. You're single with 3 kids. How does that make sense? So you gotta be keepers of your home, man. You gotta be head. You gotta be the head of your house. This guy agrees. You gotta be head of the home. Jesus Christ, a man, demands everyone, everywhere to repent. That's what it is. That's how you become equal. You get right with God, and you know your place.
Do you have a house on job? So you're a bum.
Anybody else want to preach?
I'll preach again. Okay. You can talk to this guy if you want. What's up? Hey, how you doing, man?
Is there a way to get a hold of you to talk to like a Google Hangout or something like that?
Yeah,
Have
sure.
a debate about the Bible?
I love debates. I'll probably destroy you, but that's all right.
That's great.
You have a Bible track, sister? She'll give you a track.
Okay, I think there was a little misconfusion about why we're not trying to put women down, okay? No, we're just trying to put women in their places.
All right, got a phone call coming in. I think it's Pastor Aden. Hello. Yeah, this is David. Hey, Pastor Aden, how's it going?
Going good, man. How are you?
Doing good. So, I was
let's
hoping.
go ahead and have a little conversation, man.
I was hoping we could sit down somewhere and have a more formal interview than a phone conversation.
Maybe I've done like, I don't know, man, a ton of interviews, BBC, all these college campuses, short ones for CBS, ABC, whatever. And so I didn't know. I guess I should have emailed and asked you that. I didn't know, and I like to talk to individuals too. I'm not saying. I just didn't know if you were like with a blog or newspaper, or you're individual, or what.
No, it's just myself.
Yeah, cool.
I have a YouTube channel. That's it.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, that's great. No, I got a little YouTube channel too. Well, no, let's just talk, man. I mean, I'm not like totally opposed to that. I just super busy schedule, and like half the interviews I've done on the phone, and then half of them I've met somewhere, or they just showed up, wherever I'm at. But
well, I'm not actually able to do the interview.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm not going to be able to do it right now. I'm here with my 18-month son.
Oh, good. Congratulations. Thank you for not killing your baby. I appreciate that.
Yep. So, I mean, we could set up another time. Or would you be able to do maybe a Google Hangout to make it a little more formal? And even with a meetup, I could come to where you are if you want to do a meetup. I'm not too far from North Philly.
Okay. Yeah, we could do a Google Hangout, and you can record it, put it on the YouTube, and stump the preacher. I always tell people two things. One, I do love you, man. Even though I'm going to preach hard to you, don't take it the wrong way. But I preach hard, but that doesn't mean I don't love you. I just call it tough love. You'll see that when your kid's about 3 or 4 years old, and you have to correct them. And second thing, I love answering questions, but I ask questions back too. I like to ask questions back too.
Oh yeah.
It helps clarify things. I don't believe in a dictatorship. I don't believe in fascism. I don't believe it's a one-way interview. If I can't ask you simple questions like, "Hey, were you raised Christian or not?" Well, then it's like, what's going on here? This isn't Nazi Germany,
Yeah, exactly. I think we should have a respectful conversation where neither of us are over talking the other, and I'll let you talk, you let me talk, and
exactly.
I'll answer your questions, you answer my questions, and we'll go back and forth with it. I'm not not into that dictatorship type response either.
Yes. I don't like to. Bible says be swift to listen, slow to speak. So it's good to actually listen to the other person, because then you kind of know where they're at. So let's set that up, man. I got church tomorrow, so we can do Monday sometime, or Tuesday. So I don't know, just look at your schedule, email me, let me know, text me. This is my phone, so we'll connect. How's that sound, Monday or Tuesday?
Would you be available in the evenings? I get home and then usually like 3:30 or 4, and then my son's usually asleep by like 5:30 or 6, so probably maybe like 7 on either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
All right.
Evening's a little bit better, so we can do that, and let's schedule like 45 minutes. I don't really, if it's 15 minutes is too short, an hour and a half is just too long for me. So how's 45 minutes say?
Yeah, let's try getting it done in 45 minutes. Sounds good.
All right, sounds good. Okay, we'll talk Monday or Tuesday night.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to you on email and set it up.
Thanks, man. Have a good weekend, David.
All right, you too. Later.
Okay, bye.
Look forward to these and everything. I was a raised atheist, was a drunkard, small-time drug dealer, wicked heathen going to hell for 21 years. And when I got saved, I counted back how many times I heard the gospel. I heard the gospel 7 times, and I rejected it every time. Wow. Went to the Christian concert, read a Ray Comfort book, read about 3 tracts, went to one of those heaven and hell things, met a street preacher once in Portland, Oregon. And that 7th time I heard the gospel, I actually was convicted for once. And I realized, I'm a sinner going to hell, but I don't want to change. So those seeds we plant do make a difference over time. They really do. So 1 year later, when I finally was totally convicted of my sins, and I said, oh God, I'm a sinner, have mercy on me. I repented for 3 days in a row. 3 nights in a row repented, but I didn't call on Jesus till that 3rd day. And when I called on Jesus, you guys think I'm crazy or not, but the Lord knows I'm not lying. God took me out of my body straight through the roof, through the stars. I saw my hand in the spirit realm, and I touched God. Didn't see God, didn't see heaven, but I touched the Lord, and I never read the Bible, but I knew 3 things. God was holy, God was all-powerful, and God was love. Now, when I came back down to my body, I was moving very slowly. It took about 3 minutes. And I was floating down, and I seen all these demon spirits flying sideways across the atmosphere. When I finally hit my body, I was shaking under the power of God. I couldn't move for 15 minutes. So I tell people, listen, like Jesus told Thomas, he said, more blessed are those who have believed who haven't seen. I don't have a choice. I know. I know that I know. Deep. And so I was weeping. I was crying after I couldn't, well, first I couldn't move for 15 minutes. And I finally got up. I was weeping. I was crying. I was like, wow, I got a new slate. And I knew instantly I needed to start sharing Jesus with people. So God called me to evangelist before I even knew that was a title. So I woke my brother up and started preaching to him late at night. He didn't get saved. Instantly, got stopped dealing drugs. Took out nobody told me to take out the earrings. Nobody. Took them off. Took off the hemp necklace. Got rid of the drugs. I hated the word when people say GD around me.
What's up, guys? Anarchist Post here. I'm going to give you my testimony now, which is pretty similar to Pastor Aden's, but the exact opposite. I was born and raised in an independent, fundamental Baptist church. Throughout my life, I went to church every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, every Wednesday night, until around age 22. I went out, I knocked on thousands upon thousands of strangers' doors to tell them about Jesus and to tell them that they were sinners going to hell. I went on the corner and would preach on the corner, telling people about Jesus, pretty much proclaiming the same message that Pastor Aden was out there proclaiming last Saturday. I did my very best to follow the Bible to the T. Whatever the Bible said is what I wanted to do. And whatever Jesus wanted me to do, I would pray and I'd ask him, what do you want me to do? And if I had any type of emotional feeling or inclinations towards something, whether it be the Lord wanted me to go to Africa to be a missionary or wanted me to talk to somebody about Jesus on the street, is what I wanted to do. About age 22, I also had an out-of-body experience. Mine was a little bit different than Pastor Aden's. I was up in the clouds as if I were God. I was looking down on myself, who was laying in the street, looking up. And I remember in that moment, I realized that God is love, and we are all a single conscious, and that all religions were put here to divide us and to keep people separated and keep people from understanding the fact that we are all one. In that moment, I realized that hating your neighbor was futile because it's only showing hatred to your own self. And I also realized that the most single selfish thing you could do is to love one another and to be kind to your neighbor, because in that moment you're loving yourself. After I had this experience, I still went to church quite a few times. I still read the Bible quite a few times. But whenever I did read the Bible, I would always see moral contradictions in the Bible. Whenever I would go to church and hear somebody telling stories so that people would give them money, I would see moral contradictions in the stories they would tell and in the Bible that they would be reading. And this Tuesday, I'm going to have the opportunity to talk with Pastor Aden about these contradictions in the Bible that I've seen, and we'll discuss it and have ourselves a little debate over a Google Hangout. It's going to be Tuesday at 7 p.m., so I hope to see you guys there. All right. Talk to you later.
You never see positive drug stories on the news, do you? Isn't that weird? Since most of the experiences I've had on drugs were real fucking positive. Who are these morons they're finding? That's what I want to know. I used to want to call the news. Come over to our house. Watch Tommy. He's a pig. Film him. He's been doing that for hours. He's killing us. You getting all that? You know what I mean? Always that same LSD story. You've all seen it. Young man on acid thought he could fly, jumped out of a building. What a tragedy. What a dick. Fuck him. He's an idiot. If he thought he could fly, why didn't he take off on the ground first? Check it out. You don't see ducks lined up to catch elevators to fly south. They fly from the ground, you moron. Quit ruining it for everybody. He's a moron. He's dead. Good. We lost a moron. Fucking celebrate. Wow, I just felt the world get lighter. We lost a moron. Put on the Hammer album. I'm ready to dance. We lost a moron. I don't mean to sound cold or cruel or vicious, but I am, so that's the way it comes out. Professional help is being sought. How about a positive LSD story? Wouldn't that be newsworthy just once? To base your decision on information rather than scare tactics and superstitions and lies? Just once. I think it would be newsworthy. Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather.